So White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt announced that the Associated Press has been banned from the Oval Office for not honoring the recent renaming of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Take a look.
It is a privilege to cover this White House. It's a privilege to be the White House Press Secretary. And nobody has the right to go into the Oval Office and ask the President of the United States questions. That's an invitation that is given.
Whoopi Goldberg has been a well-known name for years. From winning an Oscar to being a bold and sometimes controversial co-host on The View, she never holds back her opinions. But lately, it feels like every time Whoopi speaks, controversy follows. Whether it's heated political arguments, insensitive comments, or rumors about legal trouble, the internet is full of speculation. But what's really happening? Is Whoopi just another celebrity caught in cancel culture? Or has she gone too far this time?
People all the time who say this is what's bothering me. But the thing that's bothering everybody should not be the thing that puts 85% of other people in danger.
These women are completely out of touch with reality, and you're right, ABC should wake up.
Stay with us as we break down the shocking events that put Whoopi Goldberg in the spotlight again. It all began with a viral claim that Whoopi had been arrested. Yes, arrested. Social media exploded with headlines and wild speculation. Thousands of people shared the supposed breaking news. But where did this rumor start? The truth is, there is no evidence that Whoopi was arrested or even investigated for any crime. The rumor came from a fake news article that quickly spread on Twitter and Facebook. Even without reliable sources, many fans panicked, fearing the worst. This is another example of how fast misinformation spreads online. Not even a Hollywood legend like Whoopi is safe from false rumors. But why did so many people believe it? Maybe because Whoopi has been involved in multiple controversies, making anything seem possible. And that brings us to the real reason she's under fire, things that actually happened. If there's one thing Whoopi is known for, it's her strong political opinions. Recently, she made headlines for a heated debate on The View about whether people should talk to Trump supporters.
But let me tell you something about The View. This show has always had the ability to have different points of view, which we respect around the table.
The discussion quickly turned intense when Whoopi passionately argued that it's hard to talk to people who support someone who, in her opinion, doesn't respect others' rights. Her words hit a nerve with many viewers. Some saw it as an honest take on the growing political divide in the US, while others felt she was dismissing an entire group of people. The debate didn't end there. Several news outlets picked up the story, sparking discussions across TV and social media. Critics argued that Whoopi's unwillingness to engage with opposing views was part of the problem. Supporters, however, praised her for being fearless and speaking her truth. This isn't the first time Whoopi's political views have landed her in hot water. She's had multiple heated debates on The View, some of which have even led to calls for her removal from the show. But despite the criticism, she remains one of the most vocal figures on television.
Me, I have a lot of faith in the American people. And I don't know very many men who want to be talked to the way that this man has been talking to men in his audience. I don't know any women, and I know his grandchild was up on the thing, and they're trying to humanize him and change your idea about who this guy is. Don't fall for that.
Trump, you're talking about. Yeah. Talking about Trump.
Whoopi is no stranger to on-air conflicts, but what happened recently on The View shocked even her biggest fans. The panel was discussing country singer Miranda Lambert, who stopped her concert to call out fans for taking selfies during her performance. While some hosts defended Miranda, Whoopi strongly disagreed, saying, "These people paid to see you. Let them do whatever they want." The conversation became more heated as co-hosts argued that artists want their audience to be present in the moment instead of being distracted by phones. But Whoopi, clearly frustrated, stood up in the middle of the discussion, threw her hands up, and walked off the set. The audience gasped. Even her co-hosts looked shocked before trying to laugh it off. But this wasn't just a dramatic exit. It was a statement. Whoopi later explained that she wasn't quitting the show, just proving a point about letting people enjoy things their own way. Still, the internet went wild with reactions. Was Whoopi being overly dramatic, or was she standing up for concertgoers? Either way, the moment went viral, putting Whoopi in yet another controversy.
If they paid money for the tickets, they came to see her. So if she's singing, at least a little respect so that knowledge you can see her, she can see you too.
If there's one thing that can instantly damage a celebrity's career, it's offensive language. Unfortunately for Whoopi, she found herself apologizing for just that. During a discussion on The View, she used a term that is considered a slur against the Romani community. Even though it was likely unintentional, the backlash was immediate. Social media was flooded with criticism, with many calling on ABC to take action. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, Whoopi quickly apologized the next day, saying, "I should have thought about what I was saying, and I'm really sorry." Some viewers appreciated her taking responsibility, but others weren't convinced. This wasn't the first time Whoopi had faced backlash for controversial remarks. Some critics argued that repeated apologies aren't enough. They questioned whether she truly learns from her mistakes or just apologizes to avoid consequences. The incident sparked debates about whether celebrities, especially those with long careers, should be held to a different standard when it comes to language and cultural sensitivity. Supporters of Whoopi pointed out that language evolves, and people should be given the chance to correct their mistakes. However, critics argued that she should be more mindful, considering her experience in the public eye.
Said something that I feel a responsibility for not leaving unexamined because my words upset so many people, which was never my intention. And I understand why now. Words matter, and mine are no exception. I regret my comments, as I said, and I stand corrected.
Regardless of her intent, this became another mark on Whoopi's long career, fueling debates about whether she's running out of second chances. In the age of social media, no controversy stays small. The internet quickly divided into two sides: those who defended Whoopi as a bold and fearless personality, and those who demanded ABC hold her accountable. Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube were flooded with debates, memes, and reaction videos analyzing her words. Some longtime fans feel Whoopi is being unfairly targeted by cancel culture. They argue that she has always spoken her mind and shouldn't have to censor herself. Others, however, believe she's out of touch, pointing out her repeated missteps. Even some past supporters now wonder if her time on The View is coming to an end. Adding to the uncertainty is the fact that television is changing. Audiences are shifting to streaming platforms, and traditional talk shows aren't as dominant as they once were. If The View starts losing viewers, could Whoopi become an easy target for network executives looking to shake things up? Meanwhile, other TV hosts and celebrities have weighed in on Whoopi's situation. Some have defended her, calling her an outspoken legend who deserves respect, while others believe it might be time for fresh voices to take over. ABC hasn't taken any major action against Whoopi yet, but with controversies piling up, one question remains: how much longer can she keep this up? Whoopi Goldberg has built her career on being bold, outspoken, and unafraid to say what she thinks. But in today's world, where public figures are held accountable more than ever, is her approach still working? With rumors swirling, criticism growing, and fans divided, Whoopi's future remains uncertain. But what do you think? Is Whoopi just a strong personality who's misunderstood, or is she crossing the line? Should she step away from The View, or does she still belong at the table? Let us know in the comments below.